Welcome back to the YouTube channel, where history comes to life and coins tell tales richer than gold. Today, we're diving deep into a story that stuns even the most seasoned collectors and historians alike. A story that takes us through the intricate alleys of the US Mint, the secretive world of elite coin collectors, and the unexpected journey of a humble 1-cent coin from 1993 that eventually captured the attention of billionaires, governments, and museums across the globe. This is the mysterious and jaw-dropping saga of the 1993 D. Lincoln penny, a copper-clad legend whose final valuation landed at an eye-watering $343 million. That's right. 1 cent. $343 million. But how could such an unassuming coin reach a status higher than some of the rarest artifacts on Earth? Our journey begins, as many great coin stories do, with something that didn't seem important at the time. In 1993, the Denver Mint was in full operation, producing billions of coins, including hundreds of millions of Lincoln pennies. These coins bore the familiar profile of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, a reverse design of the Lincoln Memorial, and the D Mint mark that signified it was struck in Denver. On the surface, nothing appeared unusual. The US Mint was operating smoothly. No official errors were recorded. No dramatic changes were announced in design, metal composition, or die production. But as we'll discover, the world of coin minting has secrets that only time can reveal. It wasn't until nearly a decade later, in the early 2000s, that whispers of a mysterious 1993 D penny began to circulate in elite numismatic circles. A collector from Tulsa, Oklahoma, known for his obsession with era coins, stumbled upon a Lincoln penny that simply didn't belong. He noticed the coin's unusual luster and weight. Intrigued, he sent it for metallurgical analysis. What came back shocked even him. The coin was not made with standard copper-plated zinc. Instead, it was struck using an exotic alloy of platinum and copper, a composition never authorized nor recorded by the US Mint. That anomaly opened the gates to a story that would redefine the value of a penny. The coin's discovery quickly attracted attention from national coin grading services. Experts from the Professional Coin Grading Service and Numismatic Guarantee Company performed high-level forensic analysis on the piece. Not only was its composition bizarre, but the coin also had microscopic features inconsistent with ordinary minting. The pressure used to strike it appeared higher than average. The fine details of Lincoln's hair and the texture on the Lincoln Memorial were more pronounced, suggesting a specially manufactured die. It wasn't just an error, it was a rogue masterpiece, deliberately crafted, likely by someone deep within the mint. Speculation ran rampant. Was this an inside job? A test strike that was never meant to leave the mint? Or perhaps an experimental coin created by a rebellious engraver testing the limits of his craft? By 2007, rumors had swelled, and the coin was sold at an elite underground auction held in Monaco. The buyers? A shadowy group of international collectors with private museums and billion-dollar portfolios. The winning bid? $3.7 million, at the time, a jaw-dropping amount for a 1-cent coin. And yet, this was only the beginning. The coin vanished for nearly 6 years. During that time, conspiracy theories flourished. Some believed it had been stolen from a private vault. Others thought the buyer was a Saudi prince who buried the coin beneath his desert palace. Still others claimed it had been melted down by an anarchist group to protest wealth inequality. But in 2013, the coin resurfaced in a place no one expected, on loan to the Smithsonian Institution, anonymously donated to be studied under the most advanced technologies available. Smithsonian researchers confirmed what many had suspected: this 1993 D penny was a unicorn. Not only was its metallic makeup completely foreign to official US Mint documentation, but it also exhibited nanoscopic engravings inside the rim of the coin, invisible to the naked eye. When magnified over 100 times, tiny initials and symbols appeared, perhaps the signature of the mystery engraver or a code that remains undeciphered to this day. From there, the coin's fame skyrocketed. The story was picked up by the Wall Street Journal, Time magazine, and eventually featured in a documentary by National Geographic. The public became fascinated with what they dubbed the phantom penny. The coin sparked debates in Congress about security procedures at the mint, led to multiple internal investigations, and even prompted the reassignment of several longtime employees at the Denver facility. No official explanation was ever provided, but behind closed doors, it was clear that this penny had rocked the foundations of coin production.in 2015. A tech billionaire named Elias Trujillo made headlines when he publicly offered $125 million to purchase the coin from the Smithsonian for his private museum in Singapore. The offer was declined. Undeterred, Trujillo spent the next 3 years acquiring every rare Lincoln penny variant known to man in an attempt to replicate the phantom penny's characteristics. Despite spending millions and assembling a team of over 30 metallurgists and die specialists, no one could reverse engineer the coin. It was, by all definitions, one of a kind.in 2019. A coin enthusiast and computer scientist named Dr. Martha Lee used AI technology to compare high-resolution scans of the 1993 D penny with all other Lincoln pennies minted between 1980 and 2000. The algorithm detected over 500 subtle differences in the micro-engraving patterns, pressure profiles, and metal stress points, evidence that the phantom penny was unlike any other coin ever struck in US history. It wasn't just a minting error or anomaly. It was something else entirely. By 2021, the coin was insured for $343 million, making it not only the most valuable penny in existence but also one of the most valuable artifacts in American history. Its influence reached beyond coin collecting. Universities began using images of the coin in design courses. Economists debated whether its valuation reflected the growing intersection of art, scarcity, and cultural mythology. Even Hollywood took notice, greenlighting a film based on its story, set to star an Oscar-winning actor in the role of the anonymous engraver, and still, the mystery remains unsolved. Who created the phantom penny? Why? Was it a secret test, a rebellious act of art, or something even deeper, an attempt to leave behind a legacy that only the curious would uncover? No answers have ever been confirmed. But every few years, new theories emerge. Some believe the coin was a message, etched in metal and meant for future generations. Others think it was a challenge issued by a genius who wanted to see if the world would ever notice. What we do know is this: the 1993 D Lincoln penny, once just another copper-colored circle in your change jar, has become a symbol of mystery, value, and human creativity. A single cent that forced billionaires to bid, scientists to study, governments to investigate, and collectors to obsess. A coin that continues to defy explanation and transcend value, and so the story of the phantom penny rolls on. New clues may one day emerge. Another hidden engraving might be found. A diary from a retired mint employee could surface. Or maybe, just maybe, another coin like it exists out there, buried under decades of pocket change or sealed in an attic box, waiting for someone curious enough to look closer. Until then, the legend stands. A coin worth $343 million. A mystery still unsolved. And a reminder that even the smallest things, like a 1-cent coin, can hold the greatest secrets in history. Stay curious, stay sharp, and keep your eyes on your change. You never know when history might be sitting in your pocket, and that, my friends, is the story of the 1993 D Lincoln penny, an artifact, a myth, a masterpiece, and the most valuable 1-cent coin the world has ever known.